All right, so for today's real estate tip, learned something new and very, very interesting from Julie Broad, who was our guest speaker at my recent R2O Profit Summit here in Kamloops a couple of weeks ago. And Julie was talking to us about raising money, so finding investors. She does something very, very different compared to what I do and a lot of real estate investors who I know do as well, is that when she's trying to get a money partner on board, or when she's getting a money partner on board, she isn't looking for somebody who has just enough money to pay for the down payment for the property. She's looking for an investor partner who has enough money to buy the whole thing all cash. That's right, to buy the entire property all cash, plus whatever repairs or maintenance or whatever needs to be put into it as well. So that's, especially where she is on Vancouver Island, you're talking $300,000, $400,000 to buy a property. She gets investors to do this, and the reason behind her madness, her supposed madness, is the fact that, according to her, first of all, it's not as hard as we think it is to find investors with that kind of money. Plus, it simplifies the whole process so much. So instead of the investor having to come up with a down payment and then go through all of the qualification hassles of qualifying for a mortgage, they can skip all of that. And trust me, I know that's a big, big, big hassle to get all the paperwork. It's almost like pulling down your pants and showing everybody everything when it comes to your finances. A lot of people don't like to do that, especially investors. They can avoid all of that. They put up all of the cash. Julie and her partner, her husband, David, buy the property, manage the whole thing, get it fixed up, do whatever they're going to do with it. And then what they do is 2, 3, 4 months later, they refinance the property up to 80% loan to value, get their investor 80% of what they put into it back. They keep 20% in there as their equity, and that's what they work with moving ahead. So basically, the investor has to come up with all the cash for a short period of time. Very, very smart, very interested in finding out more about that strategy, but it's something that you can be thinking about too. That's your real estate tip for this week.